So Credit Suisse has just been bought over by UBS, and Balaji has even come out on Twitter sending this viral tweet and came out to say that he is betting $1 million that Bitcoin will be at 1 million at 40-1 odds in 90 days. How realistic is this? And if not, how much Bitcoin do you really need in order to become a Bitcoin millionaire if things were to go wild? What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Baking Analyst channel, and today we're going to be talking about how much Bitcoin you actually need in order to become a millionaire, as well as discussing this $1 million Bitcoin price prediction. Without the way, let's jump right into today's video. So the first thing that we will be discussing is how realistic this is by using a range of metrics based on data to make a conservative Bitcoin price prediction if all hell were to break loose with the whole banking crisis. One is a more crude model and the other is a more data-driven model, and surprisingly most of them arrive at relatively similar numbers. So the first model that we're going to be using is the market cap of gold method, in which we assume that because gold, silver, hard assets, and Bitcoin have clearly now shown to buck the trend of equities and could be starting to see a safe haven narrative come to them, we assume in this case that if all hell were to break loose, Bitcoin will be at around 10% of gold's market cap, which is relatively conservative given that Bitcoin was at about $1 trillion market cap at the previous all-time high. So looking at that metric alone, we can head over to our calculator and take this figure divided by 10, which gives about 1.3 trillion, and divide it by this figure over here. Then what we can do is multiply it by Bitcoin's current price and arrive at a predicted price of $66,666. The second method that we will be using to predict the upside of Bitcoin from such a crisis would be to have a look at the ratio of non-zero addresses to what it was at the previous all-time high, and then taking the assumption that each non-zero address holds the same average amount in dollar terms of Bitcoin as people did at the previous all-time high. So what we've gone ahead and done is have a look at this Glassnode chart over here, and you can see that currently we have 44 million non-zero balanced Bitcoin addresses, and compare that to the prior all-time high around here, where you can see that the total number of addresses is around 38 to 39 million. Now that we have that data, we can take this following working in order to generate our price prediction. So 69,000 was the all-time high, and based on that, we're going to be taking the ratio of non-zero addresses now to the non-zero addresses at previous all-time high, multiplied by the all-time high price to arrive at a prediction of $77.8 thousand. Could it go lower if the Fed chooses to hike rates by 100 basis points next week? Well, absolutely. However, in today's video, we are really looking at the upside over here and seeing how realistic this $1 million Bitcoin really is. So our predictions based on these two methods are now between 66K and 78K. And now we move on to the final part of the video, where we'll be talking about how much Bitcoin you need now in order to become a Bitcoin millionaire at these sorts of prices. And that, everyone, is really, really simple to calculate. Once again, we have 1 million as the target goal, and then we take the ratio of 77K to 28K and then divide that by 28K again, and we come to our answer that we need about 13 Bitcoin if you want to become a Bitcoin millionaire from being not a millionaire right now. Now, even in this climate of uncertainty around banking, this remains a high-risk investment. So chances are, if you're playing with this, you're already a millionaire in some sort of way. If you have 13 Bitcoin, you probably have some assets on the side, because this, by the way, is about 364K US dollars. Nonetheless, however, if you wanted to know how you can actually feasibly go about becoming a Bitcoin millionaire in the next 90 days, or betting on the fact that people will flood in and the fact that there are more banking issues to follow, then this is the approximate amount that you might need. Do you like this kind of price prediction related videos as well as the modeling types of things, or would you like some non-crypto content to accompany all this stuff as well? So any comments down below will be much appreciated. If you like this kind of price prediction content, however, you're going to check out this video over here where we model the price of Arbitrum and their latest ARB token and see whether or not it is going to be as valuable as you all might think. So with all that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.